the future indefinite tense or simple future. It's formed using the base form of the verb, which is again infinitive, with the helping verb will or shall.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the structure of the future indefinite tense for regular verb is, for example, subject plus will or shall plus base form of the verb. I will go, they will go, we shall go, he shall go, whatever you want to say, will and shall plus first form of the verb. Okay, so let me take will first. So, for example, if I say, I will travel to Dubai next month, okay, or she shall study for her exams tomorrow, or she will study for her exams tomorrow. They will attend the conference next week. Now, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to just predict something, anything which is going to happen in future, anything to make predictions for. Hi, Suman. How are you?
I'm doing good, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for asking. And how have you been, ma'am?
I have been doing great. I'm fantastic. I'm doing absolutely great. You tell me, how are you? How is your channel? How is your progress?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, I'm doing great work these days, and as well as I'm also making video for my YouTube channel, and as well as I'm also working in my office. So all
Oh,
equal, it's so good, ma'am.
that's really nice. Making videos, not video, making videos for my channel because you're making
Yes,
more than one videos, right?
yes, ma'am.
So all in all is good. I can see a lot of sticky pads at the back. Lot of stickies. What do you have written there? Lot of information for you, huh?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
These are sticky,
Actually,
right?
when
Wow.
I did when I did work from home, uh,
When I do, or when I did.
when I did
Oh, okay.
yeah, when I did work from home, that time I wrote some in note, and after
Notes.
that I pasted that note that wall. Yes, ma'am.
Notes on the wall.
Okay, yes, notes on the wall. So,
Hmm.
ma'am, uh, today I want to discuss with you future indefinite tense. So, if possible, please give me some tricks, and as after that, if possible, give me some trucks. Then I can easily,
What do
what
I
should I
do
say?
after? After explaining the concept, what do you want? Can you repeat that word?
Actually, if you give me some trucks, and after that, I'll um, try to make some new sentences.
You mean to say worksheet, some
Yes,
word.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, now word has to be very clear. Pronunciation is very important, Suman. Tomorrow, even if you speak very good English, but if your words are not understood to the person would be blank, right? So
Okay,
when you
okay, ma'am.
speak, you really have to be very careful when you try to make your sentences. Okay.
Okay,
Now,
ma'am.
the very first thing is you have requested for future indefinite tense. But before I move on to future indefinite tense, I want to ask you uh, past indefinite and present indefinite is absolutely clear to you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. So
All
that's
right.
why, ma'am. Last night I thought if I'll discuss about future indefinite tense with you tomorrow, so it's good for me as well as my viewers also. Actually, they also, everyone are nowadays so curious.
Everyone is.
Yes, everyone is and this day curious, so they
Okay.
want to learn English from my channel, so that's why, ma'am.
Very nice. Okay. So, first few things, Suman, whenever you use like every, each, everyone, anyone, someone, no one, you cannot use are. Everyone means each and everyone, ek. So, you have to use singular verb. Okay. You
Okay,
have to understand one thing, Suman. The whole tense, whatever, whichever tense you are talking about, the whole tense, you just have to take care of one information, subject. If you identify subject, the problem is over. Why? Because if you see, the verb categories have defined their subject. So for example, if I just take simple present tense, so third party singular subject will have s and es, right? But if you're
Yes.
not able to identify the third party singular subject, how will you incorporate those changes?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Now how can you use that? Each person relies on my channel. Relies, that means trusts. Each person trusts me. S. Why? Each person means every single person.
Every single person. So that's
Each.
why include is.
Hmm. Singular verb will always go for singular subject. Singular verb means the verb that has s and es in the verb, that is called singular verb.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So
Okay.
I go. Now I, though it is first person singular, but I and we are never considered as singular subject. They are always considered as plural category.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So each, every, anyone, everyone, no one, you have to treat them as one entity because you are pinpointing. Anyone can come to me.
Okay.
Everybody can come to me. All of you can come to me. All of you now, all of you is plural.
Okay.
Hey, everybody, look here. Everybody means tumbi, 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 tumbi. This is what you're trying to say, right? So
Okay.
everybody means you're pointing out on everyone. So that is single person you're trying to say.
Okay.
Okay. One more information I want to give you today, since you are already growing in grammar and I really love it. So, one more important information. Whenever you use collective nouns, okay, now what is a collective noun? Do you know?
No, ma'am. I don't know collective
Okay,
noun.
okay, no
I think
problem.
I know, but right now I can't
You are not
remember.
getting that word. It's absolutely fine. Collective noun is whenever you talk about group of things, people, names. What is noun? Noun is the name of a person, place, animal, or thing. When you talk about groups of these nouns, that point in time it is collective noun. So for example, lot of monkeys, group of monkeys. We cannot say group of monkeys, group of island, group of banana, group of keys, group of sheets. We cannot say that. Everything has a name. And that is what is called collective noun. So, for example, when a lot of monkeys are there, we call it troop of monkeys. TROOP, troop of monkeys. Okay. Now, when we have a lot of bees, honeybees, okay, we can call them swarm of bees or hive of bees.
Okay.
Hive of bees is which is in the compound area, in the building area, in the restricted area. That is called hive of bees. But otherwise, whenever you found, there is a group of bees, you can say that swarm of bees. Okay, flock of sheep.
Okay.
Okay, herd of elephant, herd of buffaloes, litter of kittens, litter of cubs, litter of puppies. Okay, we call them litter. बिल्लियों के बच्चे, वी डोंट, अभी इंग्लिश में क्या बोले, बेबी कैट्स, नो बेबी कैट्स
Baby.
इज नॉट नेम. लिटर ऑफ किटन्स,
Okay.
राइट, जब झुंड है तो. So that is called collective nouns. Now come to the main point. Whenever you refer to a collective noun, when you are referring as a whole, that means it will be considered as a single subject. Okay, so for example, the team. Okay, my team. Team is a group of people. Okay, my team works hard. Why am I using works? Because you're talking about one team. Maybe you have 20 people, maybe you have 2,000 people. But you're saying my team works hard. Okay, now if
Okay.
you say my team members are divided in their opinion, they are not doing good. So you will simply say my team members are divided in their opinion, or you can simply say my team are divided in their opinions. That means team ke andar hi lot of people are thinking a lot of different stuff. They are not on the same page. Easy, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll give you one more example and then we will move on to the future indefinite tense.
Okay.
Um, Audience. Okay, audience is single word. Group of people who are sitting as spectators, we call them audience. Okay. Now, for example, you have a show. Okay. You said, My audience is waiting. I'm leaving. Okay, we are good. When you went in front of your audience or when you went to stage, you found everybody is dancing or talking, everybody is standing, nobody is sitting, or only one or two people are sitting, rest everybody is scattered. So what will you say that point in time? The audience are requested to be seated as the show is going to begin. Now, at
Okay.
this point in time, you're saying audience are requested. Why? Because each one of you, whosoever is doing whatever, please be seated. Let the show begin.
But ma'am, just few minutes ago you told me audience is. So that time you use audience is, and right now you are using audience
Audience are.
are.
I told you. When you use them as a group, as a whole, when you say audience is waiting, you can also say my audience members are waiting, my spectators are waiting. But audience is a team. It's not team, but it's a term which is a collective noun of people who have come to see some show or movie. That is called audience, right? They are here to see some performance. So you will call them audience. My audience
Okay.
is waiting. That is your audience. The audience is waiting. I have to go. Okay, that means I have to go on stage. My audience is waiting. You will refer them as whole, like team. Similarly,
As a
audience.
as a single.
Single.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So that's why I used is.
Always. But when you
Okay,
went
ma'am.
to stage, now you want to refer everybody and you want to request, please, everybody be seated. So rather, you said the audience are requested to be seated. Now, why am I using are? Because now my focus is for everybody. Okay, you also, you also, you also, you also. Please be seated. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Right now I'm getting your point. Yes.
Okay, so whenever you try to use these, and using this particular form, it's very important since you are already on the track of using tenses properly. This is also a part of your simple present tense, because simple present tense subject will not always he she it, right? It will not
Yes,
be
ma'am.
always he she it. Sometimes the subject would be different also. So when you say um, a bunch of bananas, bunch of bananas means एक bunch, एक गुच्छा, right? A group of island, that means islands का एक group.
That time I can easily use is.
Yes, it has to be because you're treating them as whole. Two
Only
bunches
one.
of bananas. Two bunches of bananas are kept in the basket in kitchen. That point in time, two. Automatically plural हो गया ये.
Yes.
Okay, so when you refer as a collective noun, that point in time you need to see what you are saying. If it is a bunch of keys, a bunch of bananas, a troop of monkeys, you need to understand you have used a, and that is your subject. Like I said, subject is the most important thing. If you understood subject, verb will become easy for you, because there is a thumb rule in grammar. Single subject will go with single verb and plural subject will go with plural verb.
Yes.
Easy. Okay, no questions?
No, ma'am. I can understand everything.
Okay, that's great. So let me come to one more point here, because that is something very important. Now, since you are at the learning verge, so I think that thing is also important. Now, there are some nouns which always come in pairs. Okay, like
Pardon?
scissors. There
Pardon,
are
please?
some, there are some
Pard-
nouns. There are some nouns which always come in pairs. Okay, like
okay.
binoculars, दूरबीन, binoculars, binoculars, not telescope. Telescope तो one होता है. Binoculars, trousers, pants, दो टांगे होती है ना, trousers, pants,
Yes.
चश्मा, specs, glasses, इसको हम glasses भी बोलते हैं, goggles. They always come in pair. You cannot say pass me my scissor.
One
You
pair.
cannot, because no, one pair of scissors.
Yes.
Again
One
you will say
pair of scissors.
scissors. You cannot take away s from here because ये noun आए ही plural हैं. So when you talk about these nouns which are plural, they don't have any singular form. So if it is a plural subject, then you have to entertain it with plural verb. Okay?
Yes.
Easy? Where are my scissors? Where are my trousers? Again, plural. Plural subject, plural verb. Easy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's great. Now let's come to your future indefinite tense. Future indefinite tense, first of all, let's understand why do we use this tense and what is this tense all about. Okay, so the very first thing, whenever you talk about future indefinite tense, it is also known as simple future tense, like simple present, simple past, simple future. And what does it express? It is used to express actions that take place at some point in the future. Okay, that means something which is going to happen in future, and it's a kind of a prediction that you are doing, right? Now it is commonly used to make predictions, to state your future plans, or maybe you can talk about some scheduled events. Okay, so what happens in English, the future indefinite tense or simple future, it's formed using the base form of the verb, which is again indefinite, sorry, infinitive, with the helping verb will or shall.
Okay.
Okay, now the structure of the future indefinite tense for regular verb is, for example, subject plus will or shall plus base form of the verb. I will go, they will go, we shall go, he shall go, whatever you want to say, will and shall plus first form of the verb. Okay, so let me take will first. So, for example, if I say, I will travel to Dubai next month, okay, or she shall study for her exams tomorrow, or she will study for her exams tomorrow. They will attend the conference next week. Now, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to just predict something, anything which is going to happen in future, anything to make predictions for. So, for example, you say, I will book your session tomorrow. This is a future plan. Okay, I will record my video tomorrow.
It's totally
Okay,
future
that's
plan.
a future plan, total future plan. Even in the morning, you say something, I will come to your house tonight. That is also plan which is future, because right now is present, the next moment is future for me,
Future.
which has not come, right? So anytime you're going to make predictions or you're going to plan something, that is again future indefinite tense. Easy.
Okay.
Now simple future cannot be as simple, obviously we make four kind of sentences whenever we try to speak: positive, negative, interrogative,
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 negative.
negative.
Okay, so now how will you make these four? So we still have time. Okay, now whenever you make positive sentence, what I told you, like I will travel, or she will study, or let's say they will attend the conference next week. Now if I want to make negative, we can use will not, or we can use won't. We can use won't also. Won't is equal to will not. Okay, so for
Pardon,
example, if
please.
I say, we can use won't, WON apostrophe T. It's a shortcut of will not. Okay,
Okay.
so for example, it's like, I will not take your session tomorrow, or I won't take your session tomorrow. It's one of the same thing. It's a shortcut. Like did not and didn't, we use that. Do not and don't, we use that. Similarly, will not become won't.
Okay. Won't. But
Okay?
ma'am,
But,
uh,
hmm,
when I speak or won't, that time want sound come.
no, I won't go.
I want go.
I won't go.
But ma'am,
मैं नहीं जाऊंगा.
easily can't people understand, I think. But if I tell you, I'll not go there, so easily people can understand. But if I tell you I won't go, so people can understand that person tell you I want go. So
Okay. Now, always understand, Suman, there are two kind of communications. One is formal, second is informal. So, whenever you speak in informal communication, or even if you are speaking in formal communication, if you are not able to deliver that message which you want to say, that means there is something wrong at your part, because there is nothing wrong
yes,
in the world, right? If I say, I want to go, मुझे जाना है, I want to go, this is a simple present tense. But if you say, I won't go, no matter how hard you say, I won't go, That is my future plan
I'll
that
not
I
go. I'll
do.
not go.
So if you
Yes.
are comfortable, see, one statement can be spoken in seven different ways. You
Yes.
are choosing, I will use, I will not go. Sometimes I will choose, I won't go. Sometimes it's a variety of sentences. You're getting something, buy one, get one free. क्यों नहीं?
We
लो.
can we can easily make different our sentence.
Absolutely. Different sentence, and there is a pronunciation different also. I want to go, I won't go. Won't,
Yes.
want. Won't,
Two sentences
want.
totally different, ma'am.
Absolutely. One is talking about future, one is taking you to simple indefinite.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Easy?
Yes.
Okay. Now, like I said, when you can simply say, he won't be in the meeting this afternoon, or he will not be at the meeting in this afternoon. You're just making will and not and making the rest of the sentence. Then you can say, we will not have any classes on Friday, or we won't have any classes on Friday. One of the
Yes.
same thing. Okay, your
Yes.
pronunciation should be crisp when you're speaking.
Yes.
Let's come to the questions. Helping verb will be placed in the beginning of the sentence before the subject. Will you join us for dinner tonight? Or will they finish the project on time? Again, prediction, but on your question, interrogation. ये होगा कि नहीं होगा? करोगे कि नहीं करोगे? Okay? अभी तो ये है कि ये होगा. Will they do it? Now we will make interrogative negative question. That means question भी है और negative भी है. How would you try to say? Will you not join us for dinner tonight? Will you not join us for dinner tonight? अब हम इसको ऐसे भी बोल सकते हैं. Won't you join us for dinner tonight? Okay.
Actually,
Will you
same
not?
question. Same
Hmm.
question. You make two different away.
Ways. Two different ways.
Two different
Why?
ways.
Because one is a shortcut. It's called contradictions. Okay. Sorry. Contractions. These are called contractions. Okay. And secondly, when you use the short forms of questions, so for example, when there is a some kind of consent, we take it. So for example, do you want to go to see the match? I do. Rather than saying yes I want to go, or yes only, I can say yes I do. हाँ मुझे जाना है, मैं जाना चाहता हूँ. Okay. Don't you want to take bath right now? No, I don't. नहीं, मुझे नहीं करना. Okay. Now I was like, please take bath. Don't you want to take bath? Or don't you think you should take bath? Don't you? Okay, these are several ways of putting across your feelings, emotions, thinking. Sometimes some kind of feeling you can give, other time you can use any other type of sentences. It will add some varieties in your structures. Rather than using one type of sentences, you can have two, three, four corners to, let's say you are talking about one topic for good 3, 4 minutes. At least you can show your variety of sentences rather than using every sentence with will not, will you not. Right? You will have variety. You can use won't you or will you not. The only difference is when you make a shortcut. So, for example, did you go to market? The moment I put not with did, it will become one word before the subject, not jumps before the subject. Didn't you go to market?
Yes.
I said,
So
did you
you
go?
can
Did you not
easily
go to
make you can
market?
easily make short sentence and people can easily understand, and that sentence
Yeah.
also good. It's so good as compared to that sentence.
Absolutely, both are good. Both have different kind of I would say statement. If you are using informal communication, you can use contractions. Sometimes formal communication contractions don't work. So that point in time, you can use full sentences. Sometimes people don't understand you in the very first go, like you were not understanding. It's like won't, why want? I was not saying want, won't. So you understand, no, there is a slight difference of communication, sorry, pronunciation, and then I can easily get it. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So this was your future indefinite tense. It is important to note that future indefinite tense is not the only way to express future actions in English. Future can also be expressed using other tenses, such as future continuous. Will you be coming to the party tonight? Okay, that means which is going to happen in future, but that is your continuous tense.
Yes.
Okay, so that we can do it later whenever you want. One more thing I want to tell you about this simple future. Whenever you say, I will go to party, okay, or yeah, she will come to party. We also use instead of will is going to. She is going to come in the party. So
Okay,
will
ma'am.
also we use it, is going to also we use it, is or am going to. I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. That means I will talk to you tomorrow.
Both sentence meaning
Both
is
are
same.
okay. Yes, you are predicting something that you will do something in future. If I say I will be cycling tomorrow, okay,
Ye-
I will be cycling is a future continuous tense. But I am saying I am going to cycle tomorrow, okay, or I'm
Yes,
going to do riding tomorrow. I am going to. That means I will ride tomorrow. I will do riding tomorrow. Okay, for example, I will go for a movie. Okay, I will go for a movie tonight. I'm going to watch a movie tonight. Simple, sahi, same intention hai. If you want, you can use that also, but going to is must. But otherwise, if there is any confusion, you can use simple future tense and relate your let just leave your confusion behind.
and ma'am, I wanted to say you, uh, after class, I am going to take my dinner.
Wow, see, you got it. See, you're a fast learner, Suman. That is really nice. You're a fast learner, and yourself you're making a video, so that is a good thing. You know what you see from your own video. You know, I'm pretty sure when you make your video, when you record it, you see your video yourself before you post it, right?
Yes, ma'am. And
So
randomly, I watched that video 5 times, 6 times, 7 times,
very
seven
good,
times. So that's
very good.
why I can easily understand each and everything, ma'am.
Yes, and why it happens? Do you know why does this happen? This
Because
happens. I was trying to say right now you're watching me and you are trying to create a triangulation with your thoughts. Okay, you are seeing that the way Sarika is talking and you're trying to listen to me and creating a triangulation from your ears and eyes. But when you see yourself, you connect with yourself more than anybody else. Because this is Suman talking Suman,
yes,
right? When
yes,
Suman
yes,
will talk to Suman, that impact will be greater than anybody is talking to Suman. Okay, so you are able to triangulate better and you do make corrections in yourself. Okay, so
yes,
that is the best way of improving yourself. Every day, small 2 3 minute video you should do and watch. Your next video will be much better what you observed and you don't have to do a previous video.
yes. And
Okay?
if you see if you see my YouTube channel, so day by day, ma'am, I am improving my communication skill. It's
Yes,
only
of
one
course.
reason because earlier I I have taken many class. So that's
Classes.
why that yes, ma'am. That's why nowadays I'm improving my communication skill. I
Okay.
wanted to say you uh, why people this day not using shall. Mostly people
Why
use will.
why are you not using plurals when you're talking? My concern is this right now. Nowadays. Okay, you are not using s like sentences. I take many communication classes. You are missing out plurals, and the sentence would not be good when you are missing these.
Yes,
Take
ma'am.
care of your s and es when you talk.
Actually, ma'am,
Okay,
when I used nowadays, so that's why my is missing, and so that's why I decided anyhow when I talk to anyone, so that time I use these days.
these
Oh,
days.
yes,
Again, mistake is
these
the
days,
same.
these
Mistake is
days.
the same.
No, ma'am,
Mistake is
these
the same.
days include days. These days. Yes,
So see, you have taken out, it's like, one problem you wanted to solute it and another problem you actually inculcated. You are facing that issue. Rather than you can say currently.
I
S ka
think
chakkar nahi hai. S is out. Currently.
yes, ma'am. Yes, so I can easily use currently.
Yes. You were talking about shall. So shall can also be used to form the future indefinite tense in certain sentences, in certain contexts. Whenever it is very common in modern English, especially in American English, writers will is generally, they are generally prefer will in most of the future expressions. But in British English, we use shall. It is still occasionally used to indicate future actions, and it is more formal and often found, it's more used in formal contexts. So for example, I shall meet you at the park tomorrow. Okay, this is very less common. People don't use it. People say I will meet you. They don't use shall. But ऐसा
Yes.
नहीं है कि shall use नहीं कर सकते.
No, ma'am.
In most. Mhm,
Actually, ma'am, uh, I gave many interview for multinational company, and
mhm,
there are so many HR use shell. So that
mhm.
time I realized, oh my God! And these days, um, so many HR they used shell,
So
but
don't worry. Our next session, I will take it on will, shall, and other modal verbs, because will and shall, they also come in modal verbs category. They are modal verbs. So in the
okay,
next session, we will start with modal verbs, and in this modals, we will discuss first about will and shall. Why do we use it? But we do use it because shall is used in British English more. So people who follow British English, they will use shall.
okay,
Okay, easy.
okay, ma'am. Today, I think it was a lovely conversation with you, ma'am, and nice talking to you. Hope to see you soon. Yeah.
Okay, so take good care of yourself, Suman. All the best. Do great and good luck. Good night. Take care.